Ay, ay, ay.
To itself, okay?
Come on. The results of dating someone psycho. Portuguese woman. Chris keeps flying. Coming to a city, state, country, continent near you. All right, this video is about how it started versus how it ended. I am just documenting our little trip that we had going from Miami to Punta Cana. How it started versus how it ended. As a disclaimer, I'm a news reporter. I'm reporting on the news, real life situations, real life scenarios that happen in my life. YouTube is, it is what it is. America has free speech laws, right? I'm not making up anything about Vanessa. What I'm saying about Vanessa is documented in WhatsApp, it's documented in videos, it is documented in audio, it's documented on my iCloud. I'm just posting about it. She doesn't have to like it. Frankly, I don't give a damn if she likes it. She can, you know, find a train, but listen, this is why men don't want to get into relationships is because they are psychologically, physically, mentally, and sexually manipulated into falling in love. And in the end, the man doesn't end up with a broken heart. He ends up with broken skin, blood, scratches, scrapes, bruises, damages, mental health issues, trauma. How it started versus how it ended. I was going to add some music, but I'm just going to talk over it. Now, we took some boat trips, got on the water, had some fun. I can't lie. We had a decent time. We also rode ATVs, got muddy, got dirty, whatever the case may be. We actually had a very good time, a decent time. Look at her mad. She always mad. I'll be mad too. We had a decent time up until about right about here. In very few words, I just want to say that, you know, uh, unfortunately, men go through some things too in relationships. Some things, and you know what some things are. You know what I'm talking about. But women are not the only ones going through things in relationships. Men sometimes are the victim. Men sometimes are the victim. And it is what it is. You have to make the conscious decision if you're going to accept that, you're going to walk away. Men get abused too. Men get assaulted too. Men are domestic violence survivors. Sad to say, but when I was growing up, it was mostly men that were putting their hands on women. But that is no longer the case anymore. That is no longer the case. I'm just going to say what I say through video. I'm just going to say what I say through video. Still bleeding. No, a tiger didn't scratch me. But I just want all you men out there that are being abused physically by women, whether you like it or not. Some men like a little feisty woman. But I just want you to know everything's going to be okay. And we're going to get through this together. Here's the result of what Vanessa did to me. This bitch is not going to silence me. I posted this video. I've literally made TikToks and YouTubes just to post this video all over the internet. Right. This is what she did to me. This is what love brings to men, right? This is what love brings to men. This is the result of loving someone. This is the result of loving someone with a child. This is the result of bending over backwards for. This is the result of driving 6 hours, getting on a train 6 hours for someone. This is the result of being that masculine man that she said or she claimed that she wanted in her life. This is the result. Masculine men get done so wrong. And I pray that every man she meets does her wrong. I pray she becomes a single mother to another guy that doesn't want to be with her. I pray nothing but the worst for Miss Vanessa. I have a webcam coming, right? I'm just going to show you. I gotta hide my address. I have a webcam coming. You probably can't see it. But long story short, I have a webcam coming. The webcam that I bought before, that I was using before, was a little cheap. I can't lie, it was a little cheap. But I just ordered this Insta 360. What is it called? Like y'all care. This video isn't about my webcam. I just ordered this Insta 360 Link 2C. I seen some great videos online, so I just ordered this new webcam because you can't go cheap when you're making videos and doing documentaries on real life stuff. All right, so let's talk about a topic, right? People say, hey, counseling. Did you go to counseling? Did you try counseling? This, that, and the third. Yes. I went to counseling. But I realized something, right? And this is what I did with counseling, right? I tried to, and I might have said this before. I probably have. I think I have. I tried to understand the whys, right? Why would someone who you tried to take care of be that masculine man, give them money, pay for hair, pay for nails, send them flowers, buy them groceries, help take care of their child better than her and her dad combined did, right? Listen, respectfully, and like I said, I don't say nothing that I can't prove, right? I just felt like counseling was trying to help me understand why. And as I've said in another video, I believe, even counselors I talked to, I said, hey, da 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 da. I was, with this woman for X amount of time. She had a baby, da 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 da. I was trying to share my life with her, da da da. I did all these things for her. And, it was still fresh, right? So I said, hey, look at my arm. Look what she did to me. And, like, all these counselors, they were like this. Literally. Right? I had a counselor in Portugal, right? Because I wanted, Vanessa's from Portugal, right? I tried to understand Portuguese women, so I had like a counselor in Portugal. I probably had two counselors in Portugal, and I show her my arm, which was still fresh, and she was like this. Even counselors were surprised of what happened to me. Imagine that. Counselors were surprised what happened to me. I showed them the scars. Like, still, I didn't put band-aids on them. Like, I showed them the scars because I want people to see what I went through. And I'm at work hiding them, wearing long sleeve coats and jackets. I'm at the gym with hoodies on because I don't want no one to see those scars. And people say, why did you go to counseling? Did you go to counseling? And here's my thing. After going through that incident with that psycho, right, I don't think counseling works. Right? And I'm not going to say it doesn't work, but I'll tell you why I don't think it works. No matter what that counselor says out of his mouth or her mouth, it's not going to solve the pain that I'm going through. No matter what that counselor says out of his mouth or her mouth, it's not going to make my wounds heal faster. No matter what that counselor says out of his mouth or her mouth, it's not going to make me feel better and justify why Vanessa jumped on my back and scratched me like a cat. Nothing that they say out of their mouth is going to make me feel better. Literally nothing that they could say, oh, I'm sorry she did. She had never done that. I don't know why she did that. Oh, that wasn't nice of her. Da, 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 da. That was rude. She's mean. Nothing they're going to say is going to make me feel better. And that's why I say counseling doesn't work, because there was no peace after counseling. There was no happiness after counseling. There was no closure. And the only person in the world that probably could have gave me closure was Vanessa. Right? But she made a bad situation worse when she wanted to get this little cop guy involved and she said you talking about on social media. Yeah, if you don't stop talking about what? If I don't stop talking about it, what? What? Nothing. Nothing. This is America, home of free speech. Google it yourself. You don't believe me? Google it. Google the free speech. Google the amendments. Google the Constitution. This is home of free speech. So, Vanessa, and if you got a problem with me uploading this video, you too. You know? This is free speech. This is what we do in America. Right? I am not lying. Y'all say, oh, you're talking about Vanessa. Am I lying? No. So what is the problem? Yeah, you gotta stop talking about it online. I'm not talking about it online. And here's the thing about, right, I'm gonna get off. Here's the thing about the justice system, the legal system, right? You have to prove guilt. I don't have to prove guilt. I am not gonna prove guilt on myself, right? And I was in this office with this dude. I'm not gonna talk about him. You have to prove guilt, right? And I've been in interrogation rooms. When I was younger with my dad, I got into some trouble. The police officer's job is to prove that you did something wrong. It's not my job to help your case. It's not my job to help your case. I got in trouble. I was like 13 years old and had to go down to the police department with my dad, and we're in an interrogation room, and I'm just quiet, just chatting, right? I wasn't as I am now, but your job is to prove your case. My job isn't to prove your case. But there is no case. And like I showed in another video, people online getting shot in the head. They're posting who did it, where they're from. They're posting their mugshots, their name, their birthday. This is what happens in America. And I am so glad I got to America. And I'm going to tell you all the reason why I left Germany in another video. But I just don't really feel like counseling helps, because it's like your mom died, your dad died, your cousin died, your granddad died, and someone says, oh man, I hope you feel better. You saying I hope I feel better is not going to bring my uncle back, my cousin back, my godmother back. And that's kind of how I feel like counseling doesn't really help. Right? And here's two things, right? One, Vanessa has no case, right? Two, I'm not lying on the name. Everything I say is the truth. Three, I'm in America. That's four. Five, she financially could not fight a case, right? Because I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, right? And this is, she probably doesn't know this, but I know how much Vanessa makes, right? I got a bank statement. Here's what I'm going to do. She's going to find a lawyer that she can afford, which is about 150, 160, 170 euros, the same amount that she paid for her divorce lawyer, child support lawyer, right? And I'm going to get the most expensive lawyer I can afford, right, which is about a couple $1,000s. And this is what, I'm going to tell you, this is what rich people do to end court cases quickly. Rich people get lawyers, and they prolong it, and they file motions, and they file motions, and they file motions, and they file motions. They file this paperwork, they file this paperwork, they file this paperwork. And guess what that does? That makes Vanessa's lawyer price go up, 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 up. Because just filing the paperwork is one price, right? I'm going to get a lawyer that's going to milk her. So every time my lawyer files a different motion, rebuttals this, rebuttals that, her lawyer has to do more work. And the price is going up, 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 up. And Vanessa only makes... Listen, everything outside of my mouth I can prove. Vanessa only makes about $2,000 a month. So she can't really fight no court battles of $2,000 a month. Let's just be honest. But back to the story. I will never let this rest. Every month for the rest of my life, I am going to post a video of what happened to me. I want people around the world. I'm going to post it on TikTok soon. I made a TikTok account the other day. I am posting this for awareness. I am posting this for awareness. I am posting this so that man that was attacked, that man that was hit, that man that was slapped, that man that was abused, he knows right now in his room, his living room, his front room, his dining room, his kitchen, his bedroom, his bathroom, on the roof, on the sink, in the garage. That man knows right now that it's okay. Come forward and speak your truth. Because guess what, guys? Guess what, girls? If I would have turned around and punched Vanessa right in her mouth, you think she would have kept quiet? If I would have turned around and slapped the shit out of Vanessa, you think she would have kept quiet? If I would have took Vanessa's head and body slammed her, put her in a rear naked chokehold, you think she would have kept quiet? You think she would have kept it a secret? No, and I ain't either. Next month, we will drop in another video. My lawyer's waiting. She's waiting. Fight a case in America, an international case, the land of free speech. The land of guns and violence on YouTube. The lands of assaults on YouTube. The lands of home invasions on YouTube. And they're showing these people's names and date of birth. Vanessa, I never even showed your full name. I never showed your date of birth. I got a picture of your passport and various other things. I never showed that. But I'm going to show this video over and over and over again because you tried to silence me. And I will never be silenced. Google free speech. Google that. Google it. Google it. Google it. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution protects freedom of speech. You see that? Google it. Google the First Amendment. The right to express ideas without government interference. This includes spoken and written words as well as symbolic speech. How does the First Amendment protect free speech? The First Amendment protects speech even if it's offensive, immoral, or hateful. So I can say, fuck you, Vanessa. I can say that, right? Yes, I can. Fuck you, Vanessa.